Hey guys, I'm Shanik Squirt. I've just seen the most recent episode of Game of Thrones, Season 7, Episode 1. It's quite an amazing episode, so let's do a quick review of the episode. Be careful for spoilers, this is a spoiler alert. Don't look at this review if you haven't seen the episode yet. This is a spoiler alert! Right guys, so the first scene, right before the intro as well, we see Walder Frey, we know he's dead, so we know he's Arya Stark. And he gathers all the Freys that matter and poisons them. That was an amazing scene, actually. The last season, when the season ended, I was actually doubting. I was like, well, what difference is gonna, what difference that's gonna make if she kills Walder Frey? There's still a lot of Freys there. But now she gathers up and rounds up about 50 of the other Freys, and she poisons them, all of them. She then travels south towards Cersei, and she actually meets a company of knights. There's a cameo of Ed Sheeran. He's singing a song. It's good for him. Okay, so we see Clegane the Hound. He's traveling with Dondarrion and Thoros. I think they're actually gonna make a believer out of Clegane yet. They show him what's going on, and he sees the army of the dead in the flames. They trade a few insults, stuff like that. Classic Hound. Then we have Jon Snow in the north. They're preparing actually to defend the north from the invaders that are coming, the army of the dead and the Night Kings. So he orders that every child actually from 10 to 60, so every child and every man from 10 to 60 is going to be mining for dragonglass and be training to fight, because it's actually, this isn't a fight, this is actually a fight for survival. So, if they don't do anything, they're just gonna die anyways. In the meeting, he says that yesterday's wars must be forgotten, and this is now the survival thing. If they don't stand together, then it's just gonna be the end. Then we see the Jaime and Cersei talk. She says they have enemies on all sides, and Jaime wants to know what she plans to do. They're out of allies, and the long winter is coming, and they need grain, they need livestock, stuff like that. So he asks her what the plan is, and we soon see what the plan is. The Ironborn come to the King's Landing. Well, more specifically, Euron Greyjoy comes because he wants to fight against Daenerys, and they have a little talk, and Euron says that he's gonna come back with a present to show that he can be trusted. Now Samwell is in Old Town, and he is actually doing some administrative work, cleaning shit pots. Seemed real. I was drinking coffee, and stuff happened. Well, that was Samwell. He was funny. He was cleaning the pots. He was like, and right at the end, he actually discovers that there's a mountain of in the archives. In a book, he discovers that there's a Dragonglass mountain under Dragonstone, and Daenerys Stormborn is now there. And Jon Snow still doesn't know that he's probably a cousin. I don't really believe that he is an actual cousin of Daenerys Stormborn, just because it's the general opinion. Everybody thinks that way. That's why I'm really opposed to it. I don't know. Of course, we've seen the theory confirmed. Oh shit. I don't like general opinions. I wonder how that's gonna play out, because it's pretty obvious now that Jon Snow has to go to Dragonstone to mine for dragonglass, because they're gonna need shitloads of it. I mean, either they're gonna form a pact, and they're gonna let them mine. Is Daenerys gonna help him out in the north? Brandon came to Night's Watch. Actually, he's at the Wall, and he's now able to to tell everybody that they're cousins and that they're actually family. But that just seems too obvious to happen, and Game of Thrones is not an obvious story, so I don't really see it playing that out, just because it's too obvious. Daenerys comes to Dragonstone with her army. She's finally home. So that was nice to see, I guess. That's basically more or less it, I think. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more reviews, and thanks for watching.